Why are we seeing this cloud cover? Well, it's due to an area of high pressure that stuck itself pretty much over Lake Superior right now. That's kind of trapped in that cloud cover. But as the air dries out, those clouds will thin out and we will be seeing that sunshine poking through. Good news is we are staying dry. Now, good news for our outside plans, but not necessarily for our drought situation that is continuing to develop. We will continue to see dry conditions for much of the near future. But we are seeing our temperatures warming up, though, as we see that sunshine. We're warming up to 66 degrees right now in Rockford, 62 in Winnebago, 60 in Poplar Grove right now, 64 in DeKalb. And we're starting to see that sunshine poking through, but we also are seeing much less wildfire smoke. And you're probably, noticing that, especially considering what we saw yesterday. That smoke has cleared well off to our west. You can see through Minnesota into Iowa. Right now, our smoke is pretty low right now. You may be able to see some smoke high up in the atmosphere later on today once those clouds clear. Will be a little bit of a milky appearance to the sky, but otherwise we stay pretty clear in terms of our air quality. It's not until about early Saturday morning that's when we begin to see a little more wildfire smoke, I should say, potentially mixing down towards the surface. So late tonight into early tomorrow morning, something to keep in mind, especially if you're extra sensitive to the wildfire smoke. But heading later on into the day on Saturday, that's when we see the potential for more wildfire smoke to mix down towards the surface. That would linger towards Sunday. So something to keep in mind, that air quality could worsen a little bit towards the weekend, but it does look like air quality stays at moderate levels today and throughout the rest of the weekend, mainly due to that wildfire smoke. Later on today, we'll get up to 77 degrees under those partly cloudy skies as we stay comfortable, especially with that little bit of a breeze. So if you're heading out to Old Settlers Days later on this afternoon, very pleasant conditions throughout the evening as we stay mostly sunny later this evening as temperatures, get down into about 70 degrees at 8 o'clock, into the 60s once we head towards 10 o'clock. Tomorrow, even warmer. We're getting back into the 80s under almost completely sunny skies. Temperatures do, though, dropping into the 70s and eventually the 60s like they did today. Long term, if you're a fan of the warm weather, there's a lot of good news for you as we are trending to be above average in terms of our temperatures towards the end of the month. This is from June 24th to June 30th. So if you like that warmer weather, there's plenty of good news in the long term. We even see that in our 7-day forecast, but we just got to get through the 70s today. Then we warm up into the 80s by the weekend. Father's Day looking to stay mostly dry, though potentially some rain showers. Very isolated, though most of us do stay dry. And in your most accurate 10-day forecast, you can see that temperatures making a run at 90 degrees for a few days next week, just in time for that first day of summer on Wednesday. So a lot of good news for those warm weather lovers like you, Manny.